to apply it to yourself. Know how to apply a tourniquet. For splinting, use field expedients, a rifle stock or a stick. This man is suffering from burns. Give him salt tablets and plenty of water. Basic procedure for shock is to keep the man comfortable. Loosen his belt and shoelaces. If he's cold, cover him. You may also be designated to remove the wounded from the field. The one-man carry can be used effectively. Emergency medical units moving in rapidly after the attack will soon take care of the overload of casualties. Following surface or underground bursts, the area will be contaminated for some time. Contamination may also occur in a small area immediately beneath an air burst. Unit monitors will locate the contaminated areas and mark them. This is your atomic contamination marker. Black Y on a white triangle, front view. Rear view. You will be told when you can enter safely into such an area and for how long. Have faith in your leaders. They will ensure that you do not get more radiation than is absolutely necessary. When you are required to remain in a contaminated area, you can reduce exposure to lingering radiation by scraping paths between positions. Scrape down the sides of your foxhole. Shovel out the floor. Your weapons and equipment may also be contaminated by radioactive fallout. If your immediate assignment requires their use, go ahead and use them. The risk from not carrying out your job will be more critical than the amount of radiation you get. You can decontaminate your equipment in the field by sweeping or scraping it down. There is no danger that your canned food will be radioactive. Wash off the can before opening it. Soap and water, the best way to decontaminate yourself and your equipment. Be particularly careful to remove the dust from those parts of the body covered by hair and from under fingernails. Where necessary, decontamination units will be set up. Here you will be provided showers. You will be issued clean clothing. And you return to fight, not even a casualty. Miraculous? No. You survived because you understood the weapon, its effective blast, heat, and nuclear radiation. You knew and applied properly your protective measures, individual field fortifications, counterintelligence including concealment, camouflage to deny the enemy target information. You helped get information of the impending attack. You had a good warning system. During the attack, you took cover, the best cover available. Even when caught in the open. Afterwards, Your first aid saved lives. Using your CBR training, you avoided undue exposure to lingering radiation. You quickly decontaminated your equipment and yourself. Yes, the atomic weapon is spectacular. It is potent, but it is not final or inescapable. It is another form of attack. As long as wars must be fought, soldiers are going to keep on fighting and living. Living and fighting, just as they always have. And as always, the odds will favor the man who knows.
Today, the Army is training its soldiers against possible nuclear warfare. As you have seen, part of this training is to familiarize as many soldiers as possible with actual atomic detonations, showing them the damage such weapons can inflict, and teaching them the most effective methods of defense against atomic attack. There is no minimizing the potency of the nuclear weapon, but today's soldier, well informed as to the nature of that weapon and well trained in test explosions over the last few years, has a better chance of survival on the atomic battlefield. Now this is Sergeant Stuart Queen, your host for The Big Picture.
The Big Picture is an official television report for the armed forces and the American people. Produced by the Army Pictorial Center. Presented by the United States Army in cooperation with this station.